Hey guys, I'm the Pickled Narwhal. Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. So we've made it to the Sprat Shack. On Gorgon. So let's see what's going on here, shall we? Sleeves situated.
Come here. Let's have a chat.
Hello.
Alright, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now. Good. Now look down.
Look up, look down. Keep looking. You have pretty eyes.
You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation.
My name is Pickle. Pickle, Captain of the Unreliable.
Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
Thank you. What do you mean when you said people had changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
Okay. What happens when people change?
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Fun. Where exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock.
That's fair.
I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Okay, let me ask you something else.
Just don't ask me to dance.
Care to dance? What do you do around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
That's us.
Highest caliber of what? Is he talking about guns?
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
That's fair. What kinds of people come to the Sprat Shack? Yeah.
This is a sublight
Not
bar,
right now, baby.
so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink,
Not right now, baby.
reevaluate, then venture out and try again.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Something
Not
bad
right now,
happened here.
baby.
Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects.
Can this colony have one research facility developing something without horrible, face-melting side effects? Is that so much to ask?
Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse.
Yeah, boo-boo.
This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
I'm gonna end up talking to everyone, most likely.
If you're heading downstairs, order something sweet.
Order something sweet. Okay. Can I commit crimes around this man?
Now this looks like a real dive. Hey, I wonder if they got those floorboards that creak when a stranger walks in.
Oh, ugh. This place smells like Felix's birth.
Daggum, alright. She said legs, but hold up. Screw it. I'll talk to her first.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
Oh, ho ho! Whiskey. I'm feeling refined.
Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage.
I'm here for, Lie 60. Sure, got any leads? Actually I came for a journal.
Can't help you there. This ain't exactly a library. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
Hi, that's me. You know anyone by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Did he tell you anything about the job?
I don't ask about jobs unless people want to make it my business. And Lucky wasn't talking. Awful shame about what happened to him.
What happened? So I know about the severed arm, but the rest is a mystery.
You know about that? Huh. Word must travel fast around
Because
these
this freaking
parts.
arm landed in my
Lucky
ship.
was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
Go on.
Get this. The canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
How'd you know it belonged to Lucky?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne.
Uh-huh.
I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
Yeah. The arm made it to me. I'm Hawthorne's next of kin. Sort of.
No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some
The
days.
world is so small.
I'm glad I was here to see this confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
Yeah. Why bother sending the arm at all?
I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
Where was he staying?
Third floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've
what
been
if I do?
letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
A quick lie down. What do you know about Gorgon?
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say Adrenatine came from here.
That's
Down
funny.
the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
That's not doing anything, baby. What any of your regulars have? Oh my god. Anyone here have more information?
Roscoe might tell you more.
Christ.
He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. And I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab.
Okay. What's Roscoe's story? Who the hell is Roscoe? I don't know about Roscoe yet. What can you tell me about her?
Nice lady. Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're open to a side gig.
Do you know if she spoke to Lucky?
Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her.
I bet. What's Roscoe's story?
He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. and I guess no one's coming to get him.
Unfortunate. Why'd he get left behind?
He didn't tell me and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep.
Makes
If you
sense.
believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it.
Yeah, for sure. Poor bastard, you looking out for him?
Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be alright. He's with the family now, and we take care of our own.
Family. Alright, thanks for the tip.
What are friends for, eh?
Any idea why Spacer's Choice shut Gorgon down?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touch this stuff. To each their own, but I think it's dangerous.
Salvagers must be making a fortune off of this place.
Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated,
Drugs!
everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell. All of it is up for grabs. Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open. I'm just sifting through dirt.
Okay. No further questions?
You got it, bub.
So you run this place?
Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge.
Phew. So Sublight owns the Sprat Shack now?
Yes and no. Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea.
That's... Dare I ask why a Sprat owns this bar?
See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat. If there were any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
You think a Sprat could own Edgewater? Oh. Imagine we're wearing Mr. Thompson's little hat.
Hey, Sprats can
What is
be
it
real
with
dangerous.
her with Sprats
Once
and
saw a
hats?
Sprat cross a guy off. Well, not exactly. Guy I worked with choked on a sprat bone while he was having his usual salt tuna for lunch.
Anyway, that's what the paperwork says. I don't make the rules.
How would you even know which Sprat is the right one? Quit.
Easy. His name's Matt. The beautiful thing is, no one could tell Matt Sprat apart from an ordinary vermin. I think that's kind of the point, to send the authorities on a wild Sprat chase.
I wonder if I've seen him. I guess I'll try not to step on him if I happen by Groundbreaker. What happens if Ethel... Yeah, there's a Spratwurst place there.
Never thought about that. Shit, someone could have eaten my boss. As far as business arrangements go, this one's a head scratcher, but they say it's all
Alright.
above board, so that's what matters.
Alright, so does Spacer's Choice mind that you're squatting in their warehouse?
Yes and no. We're
Jesus
doing a lot
Christ,
more
yes
than
and no.
squat.
Yes and no. Yes and
We're
no.
classing up the joint, keeping the riffraff outside where it belongs. They didn't even serve drinks until I arrived. Talk about wasted potential.
Okay. Can you answer any question without starting with yes and no?
Yes and no. Again, that one was Hagen's idea. She told me that speaking in vague terms keeps you out of trouble. And I don't want any trouble in my place.
Jesus Christ. Okay. How do you get supplies in and out?
Thirsty people come and go from all over the colony. Mostly on the way to somewhere better. Some are well connected. And not everyone pays with bits. That's how we get the unconventional goods anyhow. Sublight keeps us well stocked with the essentials. By which I mean booze.
Okay. I'm gonna have a look around.
Come back when you're thirsty.
Okay. Bye. These two.
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
You're a humbug.
Can't steal what's lawfully mine, tangle-footed dimwit.
break it up, you two. I've heard more than enough of your shit for one day.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
That was mine. Let them talk.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough. This is a family establishment. You want to make a mess? You make it outside.
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Technically that's business, not personal.
That's what I've been trying to tell him, but he won't listen.
It's the same fight every day. 5 years we've been at this, and we still can't agree on how to properly tag salvage. Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly, or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
That's right, you tell him.
I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats.
I can do it. Yeah, I can intervene.
You do that for me?
I'm nosy. Sure, it's kind of what I do for everyone.
I appreciate it all the same. You'll be paid for your time and expertise, of course. Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
Okay, state your name to the tavern.
Oh, very formal. Freddy the Scab, freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping, same as my father before me.
Okay.
Junkyard Trixie, also a salvage freelancer, though I've been at it longer than Freddy.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck.
Hey,
Then
put the
I wandered in
box.
for a drink. An hour later,
Yep.
Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh,
She
the nerve of
swaggered
some
in, guys. She swaggered in. How did you mark the claim?
people. I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!"
Is that legal?
I don't know about legal, but it's legit by sublight standards. Assuming anyone was around to hear it, which we can't know for sure.
Someone must have heard me. They just ain't brave enough to step forward and admit it.
Okay. Your case isn't winning me over so far, Freddy.
What if I were to sweeten the deal? Say the salvage is mine, and I'll give you a share of the finder's fee.
No, bribery.
Bullshit. That ain't fair.
Yeah. Alright, give me your story.
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
Okay. You had your chance to talk.
Sorry, I won't speak out of turn again.
Anyway, that's my story, ma'am.
Okay. What mark did you leave on it?
I drew next in the dirt, with my toe.
And see, couldn't the marauders have walked over it by now, or the wind blow it away?
Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility. You've heard it from them both. So, who gets the salvage?
I say both, none of them. Yeah, these idiots don't know how to tag salvage, so I rule in no one's favor.
That ain't no kind of fair.
She ain't even from around here, Lax.
Here's a six-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
Jesus Christ. Does this happen often?
A little too often if you ask me, but that's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over.
That's pretty funny. Alright, go do your service. See you around.
Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
My god.
I was hoping for a scuffle. I had a bottle ready and everything.
Oh my god, the Felix.
That's my captain.
Hush, silly panda.
You're not drunk. I'm drunk.
You're not drunk. I'm drunk. Yeah, I know, bro. I hear it loud and clear. All right, so upstairs.
Groundbreaker never had bars this nice. They got balconies and everything.
Yeah, they do. They have balconies.
Think the folks here like stranger?
Another person. There she is.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here and whose journey is far from over.
You could say that, yeah. I could say the same about you. And seen things. Too many things to fully process them all.
You and me both. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course the Marauders would eat me alive.
Yeah, depends on what you need.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
Sublight wouldn't turn over a rock unless there was salvage underneath it.
Well put. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Let's see. Where's Jerome now?
Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
That was very noble of him.
That Jerome always chose the right thing, even when it got him killed. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back.
Good lord.
His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
Okay, yeah, I'll get it out. I'll get it for you. Oh, what do you think happened?
No point in denying it. He died on this road. Likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened, but I know I have to accept it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Alright, I'll keep an eye out for it.
You'd really do that for me? Law, and I'll bet you're worth 10 of those sublight sprats. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about something.
Yeah?
Did you know Loki Montoya?
That old flirt? Yeah, I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me.
Did he mention anything about the Gorgon research facility?
He bragged about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I declined, politely.
Was he depressed?
He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary. Like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it. Guess we were kindred spirits in a way.
Alright, thanks for your time.
Sure thing. My condolences if you two were close.
Nah, I don't even know him. Tell me about your time on Gorgon.
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Okay, be seeing you. They didn't learn me anything about a journal. I'm guessing up there. Okay, let's see. Anybody else? Bar patron, bar patron. Random people. Okay, bye, lady. We're gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna close the door so I can commit crimes. Never mind. There's a person here. Requires code to unlock. Okay, so there's case notes. Let me deal with this real quick. Okay, day 1, Spacer's Choice may have left in a hurry, but they didn't forget to lock the doors on their way out. Most of the facilities are sealed up tighter than a top runger safe. Time to do some digging. Day 6, caught a break today. Oh my god. Met a scavenger who... Oh. Whoa! Met a scavenger who claims to be a salesman for Spacer's Choice. Sold me a key to the Office of Creative Incubation. Let's just say this guy's about as lucid as a Sprat in a Rizzo's factory, but I'm spending Minnie's bits so I can afford to take a chance. Day 7, it worked. Clarence Mosley, whoever you are, I'm drinking to you tonight. Oh, Jesus Christ. Day 10. Olivia Ambrose's office and journal ought to be in the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center. The bad news is it's sealed up and at the ass end of the canyon. You're okay, baby. The good news is I should be able to open it from the Bigwigs admin terminal in OCI. Day 13. OCI is crawling with the Marauders and I've got a few other leads to chase down. Hold on. It could be nothing, but my gut tells me there's more to this place than a missing journal. Time to turn over a few rocks and see what crawls out. I'm leaving the OCI key in the safe. The combo is 4815. Okay, give me my hand, baby. 4815. Oh, a preserved eye. Yeah, trash. Here. Welcome.
Hey, Marble. Oh, wait. No, that's a human eyeball.
Yep, that is a human eyeball.
Stick the preservative in before or after the eye comes out.
I don't want to ask those questions, honestly. Go throw it away, baby.
Okay. Daddy.
Just gonna take all this.
Mommy.
Oh.
Mommy.
Grenade launcher, 888. How about I give it to Felix?
Wow. Nice work.
Let's see, because he has a big gun, so I mean, you know. How about I give him... I don't even know what I'm trying to do anymore. There you go, a grenade launcher. Hey, get that off the keyboard, silly. Okay, so ocular verifier. Is that outside?
Someone's in here.
Huh? Oh, stop, baby.
It's coming back up again.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. See, one can assume it's gonna be outside, question mark? It's barred.
What have you got there? Adrena time.
Right? Okay, is there like a...
Who's this now?
Haha.
I wonder if they could...
Oh,
Nah, who am I kidding?
right. Stop.
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
Let's see, I talked to her. She mentioned you were some kind of journalist.
Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. You seem like you're having a rough time. Can I help you out?
If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Yeah, helping out old bastards is 80% of my job. What do you need?
Dr. Wells ain't that old, Captain.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Okay, why is that?
Told you I was a journalist, right?
Oh.
I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
Okay. You hid them and now you want me to get them for you. That about cover it?
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
Okay. Why stash the recordings?
Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. Couldn't even keep them in my safe. They always found a way in. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid. Thought I was so clever. What a fool I was.
Oh yeah, I bet. You mentioned an assistant. Where are they now?
Oh, Georgie? Yeah, she helped me with interviews. A real whiz with the portable recorder tech, too. When things got crazy, I shoved her onto the last ship off Gorgon. With any luck, she's safe and comfortable in Byzantium. She tried every which way to stay, but it was my contract keeping us here, not hers. Didn't seem fair she'd have to suffer just because I made a bad deal.
Yeah. Why not just forget the contract and leave?
Oh, I've tried. Make no mistake. I've caught a couple of rides out with sublight folks. But the board's fixers always send me right back. And I'm not about to stand toe-to-toe with marauders just to fulfill a line item on a contract.
Okay. It's your lucky day. I'll get those recordings for you.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Okay. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
Okay. You ran all over Gorgon just to hide your recordings?
Didn't have much of a choice. The primals had gotten loose, couple of them were chasing me. The recordings just ended up wherever I hid.
That's fair. Alright, that's easy enough. The others?
The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
At the observation room, wouldn't someone have seen you?
What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant.
Okay, I'll be back.
Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
Okay. Anybody else that needs me to do things for them?
What's the story with this place anyhow?
Okay, so yeah, I think where I have to go is up in this. Could be wrong. It shows there.
Mama.
Yeah.
I felt like I was part of something. Like my work.
Son of a biscuit.
Shh. Easy now.
Penny.
Somewhere with less.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't have to go up there.
Comes to mind, but it's a little out of the way.
I don't know how to get to where I'm trying to get.
Okay.
Jeez.
So, how you
A
feeling?
boy.
Good.
A boy.
Real good. Like
Smile. Smile. Mama, smile.
There's nothing to smile at, kid.
Smile.
Silly.
Smile.
Yeah, I don't see unless there's like a way up.
Smile. Smile. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning.
Figured I would find like a ladder somewhere. Oh, unless maybe I have to leave. Oh, whoa, or not. Bunch of sprats. Okay about that. Oh, cash register. Oh, nope, I just found myself behind the bar. Maybe I do have to leave them, and I'm just crazy, and I...
I don't know.
You think this is the way out? Yeah, I'm dumb. Okay. All this was just pointing towards the freaking outside. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't you worry, Mr. Lucky Spirit.
Okay.
We're gonna finish your work and put you to rest, good and proper.
Who knew what darkness lurked in the heart of Gorgon? Captain Hawthorne and her crew? We're about to find out.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So this is a good place to end it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. So I want to thank everybody so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!